Hi everyone. So I've been learning that grief is not linear. And grief hurts more some years than others. But in that grief, God is going to carry us through. Have you ever noticed this? That some years you remember them and smile, and some years it almost feels like the loss just happened. Nothing about the date changed. The same memories exist. The same amount of time has passed. Yet, one year feels gentle and another feels unbearably heavy. We were taught, without anyone meaning to, that healing should move forward in a straight line. That each year should be easier than the last. But grief is not linear. Grief does not move forward like a road. It moves in waves. You can feel steady for months, and then one ordinary day, a memory hits, and suddenly your chest aches again. Not because you went backwards, but because love still lives in you. Grief doesn't measure time the way calendars do. It measures the connection. So some years, your hurt will have strength. In other years, your life already is heavy from stress, change, loneliness, transitions, and the loss lands on a tender place instead of a stable one. Grief intensifies when your soul is tired. And there are seasons when you are busy surviving. You push forward, you solve problems, you're caring for others, and your hurt quietly postpones feelings. Then all of a sudden life slows down, or something in your life changes, and suddenly your heart has room to feel what it's stored. You are not regressing. You are processing a layer you were not ready to carry before. That's why grief is not linear. Early grief is shock, but later grief is understanding. In the beginning, your mind will protect you, but years later, your heart reminds you of the permanence. You begin to see they're not only gone from that moment in the past, but they are absent from your present and your future too. You're not grieving just who they were, but all the years you didn't get with them. You reach ages they never reached. You experience things you wish you could tell them. You need their advice in a new season of your life, and the grief feels new again. So why does God allow this? Because God does not heal us all at once. If the full weight of loss was revealed immediately, it would crush us. So God heals us in layers. Each wave of grief is not reopening the wound. God is gently touching a deeper place in your heart. Sometimes He comforts you with peace, but sometimes He comforts you with endurance. Some days we may feel held, and other days we feel we just have enough strength to get through the hour. But in both, God is carrying you. God's comfort is not always removing the sadness. Often, it's sustaining you inside of it. There will be days when grief suddenly returns. A song, a smell, a holiday, morning, or a quiet night. And you may think, after all of this time, why am I still hurting? Because again, grief is not linear, and love did not end. God does not measure your healing by how rarely you cried. He measures it by how supported you are when you do. He gives you strength for one day, not 10 years ahead. He places the peace, not in a lifetime of answers. He sits with you in the memories, not away from them. God does not replace the one you lost. He becomes the one who holds your heart while you continue loving them. And slowly, gently, something changes. You don't stop missing them, but grief stops frightening you. And you begin to see that every time grief returned, you are not back at the beginning. You are at a deeper place of love, and God met you there every time. Grief is not a sign that healing failed. It's a sign that love continues. And through every wave, the heavy years and the softer ones, God is doing the same quiet work. Holding what you lost, holding your heart, and carrying you forward, even when healing does not look like a straight line. So if you are grieving, please remember, God is holding you as He peels back the layers in His perfect timing so it doesn't crush you. And you can heal while still holding on to the love of the person He has called to heaven. So I just had this weighing on my heart today as I am feeling the grief of the loss of my mom a little harder and heavier this year. And I keep being reminded that grief is not linear, and that as I walk through it, God is still holding me. And I just hope that this gives you hope and reminds you that if you are walking through a season of grief, God is right beside you in it, and He's sustaining you through it. So I hope you all have a very blessed day, and thank you for listening.